So, as mentioned earlier, you can download this data onto ArcGIS Desktop. You do this by clicking here and either saving it and opening it or just opening it directly. Since it takes a while, I decided to preload it, and as you can see here, we're a little zoomed out, but we can zoom in and find our municipality, which is Neptune Township. You can use the same process as we discussed earlier in identifying all the critical sites in the municipality and narrowing it down to what makes sense to be a microgrid. Once you've zoomed in, you can take a look at your points the same way that you did before using the Identify tool. So you just click on the points. So you have Jersey Shore Medical Center, or Neptune Town Hall. It may take a minute to load. And as discussed before, you can measure the distances around your anchor institution. So as you can see here, this is about half a mile. You look around. Oops. Additionally, with ArcGIS Desktop, you can actually create a circle around your anchor institution that's approximately half a mile, and give it a hollow fill, remove the fill, and you can have a nice circle around your microgrid, kind of showing what properties are available. So another feature that you might want to do on the ArcGIS Desktop, which you can't on the web map, is taking the points and importing them locally onto your own geodatabase. So you can do that by creating a new geodatabase, and creating a new feature class. And we're going to call this critical facilities. Oops. And we are going to make that a point feature. We use the New Jersey coordinate system, and we're going to create several new fields, such as ID, a short integer, and FEMA category. And what you can do here is start editing the feature, and then select the points that you would like to import into your geodatabase for your feature class. You want to make sure that you're only selecting point data, because you can't import polygons. So you can copy and paste to your future class. And so what you're going to want to do here is start identifying information. So unfortunately, the information about each point isn't imported, and so you're going to have to create your own. You can use the existing object ID, but in order to classify like the colors that it was in the tutorial, you're going to need to identify various FEMA categories. So we're going to take a look at a few. We have the hospitals here, which are FEMA category 4. The EMS, give it a minute. The EMS and police station, which are FEMA category 3s. It looks like the rest are FEMA category 2s. Now what you can do is stop editing this and classify your different FEMA categories. So if we were to turn off the other layers, we can do it. You can see our FEMA categories. Additionally, we can label these points. It helps to have numbers associated with the points, and then you can reference your master spreadsheet with those numbers. So we want to make sure that the label weight is high. We will label features. Might want to make those a little bit bigger. So now we have kind of a simplified version of that map where we have our critical facilities as points, and they're classified based on FEMA category, and they're numbered. So finally, what you may want to do is create a map that you can print out and have with your master spreadsheet. And in order to do that, you go to the layout mode, and what you want to do is maybe make it a landscape format. And format the map to fit. And zoom in to the right location. And you can add a scale bar and north arrow, just for reference. And as well as a label. Now you may want to make yours a little bit nicer than what I have here. But once you're done, you can have a nice map that can be used with your master spreadsheet. And that's pretty much it.